I'm Jeff Gaines and Games, joined by my co-host Marion Law. We are here with another episode of the Echoes Randomizer Tournament. Hi, Marion.
Hello, hello, good evening, good morning, and whatever time of day it is for everyone out there. Well, Jeff, my friend, we've got a lovely race today. This has been postponed due to technical difficulties before, so hopefully this time we're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, some unfortunate tech issues, but thankfully Miguel agreed to a reschedule. Unfortunately, the match that was, or the seed that was supposed to be played was a real stinker that we missed out on. It was a required vanilla spider ball.
Oh, that's not fun. Spider Guardian's never a pleasant fight. You should have seen yesterday. We had a trying to find boost ball the entire time. That was fun. With Chica hiding Cobalt, thankfully that wasn't required. But either way, today's a new day. We hopefully get all the issues fixed. So we're gonna stay positive, and we're gonna look forward to what this randomized nonsense has to hold for us today.
Of course, and I don't believe there are any RAs. Let me just pull that up real quick. Nope, no RAs. Just your standard week 1 preset.
All right, so with that being said, we've got Xeno on the left, Miguel on the right, two highly proficient runners, both with amazing sets of skills. Have been doing this for years. So it'll be interesting to see with the no out of bounds restriction how each player adapts to this sudden change.
Oh, well, that's a very nice hint to get out right off the bat.
Well, at least we know we don't need Tumos. And we're gonna find a worm key. Well, a worm key is going to be nice if we ever need to fight a Morbus.
Yeah, with being a fairly early boss with not a lot of requirements, it does show up. Not too uncommon.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a long fight compared to the others, but I'd rather fight a Morbus compared to, let's say, Chica for some. Chica's never fun to fight. But it does look like Xeno might be having a little bit of latency.
Yeah, not unheard of. Kind of looks like we've got a similar issue to earlier. They said they fixed it on their end, or at least they were having better results. It does look a little bit better, but unfortunate that this issue is still existing. So just your standard Dark's Alpha Splinter fight. Shoot some charge shots, dash to the side. Nothing too special.
No. I would love to see either bomb, space jump, or any sort of missile. That would be, any one of those three would allow some good checks to get done extremely early. And okay. Well, I guess we get none of them.
Yeah, just a hallway.
All right, what do we have hiding on transport B? Access an energy tank. Well, that's going to be great for later.
Yeah, those early Dark World passes can really eat into your energy if you don't have any suits or early E-tanks. So being able to, when we get to warp to start at some point, I'm sure it'll come up. That'll be a nice one to grab on the way.
Oh yeah, we'll be coming back to Great Temple at least a handful of times for some convenience and quality of life. That's the term I'm looking for. Temple assembly site. What do we have hiding up top? We've got another red key. Oh, a Chica key. Well, we're just gonna leave that there for now. We're gonna pretend that's not there. But looks like we're going straight for a task jump though.
Yeah, bold to go for this right off the bat with it just being a chicken key. Feel like you can probably wait a little bit. I don't think chicken's gonna be too soon in logic.
No, no, I would hope not.
Yeah, you would hope not.
But we've seen crazier things before here on the Echoes and Prime, and every sort of weekly seems to have their own special thing about them. What? One potassium got it relatively early, Grant, despite how precise that slope is.
Yes, I'm sure many people get confused and think when we say TAS jump that it's TAS only, and because it can feel that way sometimes.
Yeah.
But no, temple assembly site.
Oh, and a beam related on a cursed lake. I'm gonna write that down real quick. No, when we say TAS is not TAS. It's just an abbreviation. Oh, and there's missile launcher. Alrighty, so we're doing pretty good, and we have Quadraxis. Well, we don't need to fight Quad at all. We're good. Right off the bat, Quad and Tumos just knocked out of the water. All right, so for early game, well, we don't have any space jumper bombs, but we do have missiles, and we do have E-dashes on our side. Or in this case, a scan dash. Now, I'm not that technically well informed, so I'm gonna leave that one for you, Jeff, to figure out what dashes equate to.
No, I will not do the tricks justice. I do know that it's basically you're getting the speed from a first dash by jumping in there slightly before inputting your side movement, so that you hit the ground really quick, and then you're pretty much like skidding off the ground with like a kind of bunny hop movement almost.
You know what? I couldn't have said it better myself. We'll take it.
Yeah, that's about as good as you're gonna get out of the two of us. It sounds like.
It works. Excuse me. So the biggest thing we're looking for right now, we really want to find either space jump or we really want to find bombs. Either one of those two will be game breaking for early Aegon.
And at the top of what was that? Mining Station A? I think it was Annihilator. It looked to be kind of gray.
Oh well, speaking of space jump, there we go.
That is a nice one to see.
And it's also great to see that the auto tracker is working wonderfully today.
Yes, switch to auto tracking where possible for this tournament. It really helps kind of not wear out our volunteers as much. I know some people like the tracking, but there is extra spots available for writing down hints and helping the comms kind of pay attention to a few things we missed. Even with two sets of eyes, we'll still be focusing on the same player at some times.
Right, it's always good to have that backup in there that's scanning everything and not focus on one particular screen. All right, Bomb Guardian. Well, we do have one per se quick kill method we can attempt. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire one pellet, followed by a missile, followed by a charge beam. That'll get us down to about 50% health. And then we'll repeat the process and hopefully get a 2-cycle. And indeed we do. Alrighty, so moving on. What do we have on Bomb Guardian today? We've got a lovely missile expansion. Well, that's great news as we get priority drops for our missiles.
Yeah, it's like the most important missile expansion in Echoes is actually the second one, it feels like sometimes.
No one cares about that first 5 missiles that you get. Once you get up to 10, well, now the game starts giving you what you're looking for. So, taking a look up top, finding that sunburst, realizing, it's nothing we don't really want right now. Looks like we're going to take our first steps over into Aegon Labs.
Yeah, I mean, not much left. I don't think we can. Yeah, nothing left in Temple Grounds. I guess we've got. Wow, what's the missile lock door right outside of the Great Temple?
The one right by Taz.
Yeah, storage something or other.
Yeah, that's like the only thing we could do right now, just due to the lack of any sort of bombs. If we find Amber, we can get Sand Cache, get some hints out. If we find bombs, we can go into Dark Aegon 1, get this Jump Guardian, Trial Tunnel, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm just thinking we can't actually progress logically farther into Command Center.
No,
without bombs, so it's likely going to be a warp to start.
Yeah, but Miguel really wants a slope jump.
Xeno might be doing that already, so maybe taking a lead just with a little bit more. Xeno's got good routing knowledge of the randomizers, experienced player and experience with the tournament settings. So.
Oh, and we're gonna find Emerald Translator here on Central Mining.
Out of logic Emerald, but hey, we'll take that.
Yeah. As what just happened is there's a perfect 45-degree slope on that on the right side of Central Mining, and thanks to Space Jump, makes it a lot easier to do. I think we need Space Jump for it. It's hard required. We go around, we can jump on top, and then just get the item. As thankfully with the first layer of the room, there's no explosive barrel blocking the morph ball entrance, and unfortunately I believe Xeno might have just crashed.
Crashing? Was that in the...
It was in the save station.
In the save.
He is in the save station, and I believe we just had a hard crash.
Oy. Oh,
I really
don't see anything in
that's...
the race time room, but
I really hope that save went through.
Closed on purpose? Let's hope.
We're gonna stay positive, remember? Stay positive, my friends.
Emerald was Central Mining Station. I'm trying to fill in this Word doc that Drake has graciously provided to us, but it is hard to keep up between using my mouth and typing. I cannot multitask.
Don't worry, I've got you covered. I've got your back. We all of chat has our backs today. Yeah, because I'm sure if we miss something, they're going to be right there to point it out.
Oh yeah, chat loves correcting us.
Oh yeah, but it's all in good fun. All right, so right now we are very limited on what we can check right now, and thankfully for Xeno, that save did go through, so we're good.
Oh, we do have Hive Chamber A and B, because with Space Jump we could logically kill Bomb Guardian and then have to go fight Dark Missile Trooper. It's kind of an interesting one.
That's absolutely fair. As far as that missile door you were talking about earlier, that's our super missiles.
Supers. Huh.
Super duper. So that's going to take us right into Warrior's Walk. But unfortunately, we don't have bombs to get to Dark Aegon. But what else am I thinking? If we are on Old Patcher, which I believe we are, correct me if I'm wrong, that should get us compound access due to the gate being in pre-layer 1, where we can just scan the terminal, raise the gate.
That is true. It is a one-way trip, but we do have Emerald, so yeah, I guess it's not a one-way trip. Yeah. So not a bad call to go around this path.
And it looks like Xeno's fixed whatever problem he had, because now we got a smooth game rolling out there.
Yeah, game seems to be running fine. It's, well, much better. I think it's a little slow, but hey, we'll take it. It's infinitely better than, what was it, yesterday?
Oh.
And Light Beam. That was the same as the race earlier, I believe.
We'll definitely dupe that. Get us an extra 50 ammo. Now there's that emerald door we can lower. That'll get us right over to Sank entrance and gets us a violet hint, not a violent hint, hopefully.
That sure didn't stand a chance.
Oh, and Xeno missed the 2 cycle. Oh,
Gravity boost and Great Temple.
That can only be in Transport A access then.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have logical access to it. So yeah, that gets us gravity boost, and just we can keep moving forward. Well, no, gravity boost doesn't really do much of anything. Granted, we got supers though, but no bombs. We can't really break. No, but we do have light beam though. So yeah, we technically could go for what do you call it? Torvus Lagoon. And I think that's what the game's trying to push for. Well, no, we can't, because we can't break the wall for Transport A, can we? No bombs boost ball power, bomb screw attack. We got nothing to break it. And I don't believe supers falls into the damage category. No, I guess not. Okay.
Does supers open that? I know there's a weird. Hold on.
Well, I forget where that. Well, chat says that it breaks.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Huh. I guess I've just never tried it.
Transport A access. Save station to pick up missile. Any of the following: boost ball, charge beam, and super missiles. Yeah.
All right, works for me. I'm
save warping with Emerald. Yeah, but that does scan the gate afterwards, maybe realizing that they could have just done that.
Yeah, probably just stuck on autopilot.
There's our energy tank. E.
And it looks like Xeno's continuing forward again, gone through the entirety of Aegon that we're able to access. And most likely going to follow the same loop Miguel did. Going right for Compound, grabbing Light Beam, and continuing forward. Or, looks like we're going for a Hive Chamber. He's thought about it. Nope, not going for it.
Yeah, Chet talking about PAL. There is a specific. Apparently, in the database, we do have a resource for NTSC, but I guess we never check version. So let's just hope everyone's been playing on NTSC. Because yeah, boost. I guess the it only breaks to bombs or power bombs on PAL.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah, so it looks like they just fixed it too. Okay, yeah, that being said, we're going to DMT. That's what you're going for?
Yep. Going right for DMT, the most skipped mini boss out there.
Yeah, no Dark Beam, unfortunately, but the burn from Light Beam does help speed this up quite a bit.
Oh, well, that was extremely useful, having an Amber translator.
Amber on DMT.
Well, that gets us Sand Cash. We're able to get our Aegon hints.
Yeah, so it does. Go ahead.
Nope, you're all right. Go. I got terrible hearing, so I don't.
I was gonna say, yeah, it does seem like it wanted us to go in to fight Worm or Spider, not Bomb Guardian, and then leave with Space Jump all the way back here. It's an interesting chain to have early on.
And I see Xeno here on the left going right for landing site, probably going for... No, can't do Hall of Honor. We can't do that Secretless door. I don't think he's going for Meeting Grounds, just based on how terrible that Morph Ball Tunnel jump is.
So, if you're watching this back, I'd highly recommend the standable over that slope jump. It is super consistent.
But the that little red dot on the pillar on the... Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's the one.
We had something like this yesterday with a race Lena when I commentated. I don't know what the game wanted us to do. It wanted us to get Spider Ball from Under Transit 1, just to go all the way back to Sanctuary for Transit Station to grab an item, Annihilator Beam, and then go all the way back for Transit Tunnel South.
We're also going to get some hints.
Emerald Translator is where we already found it.
Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting route then. It all depends on what Sand Cache has, though. It has to have something useful. I would garner bombs or no, or Dark Beam.
First joke hint.
Oh,
Spider Ball and Sand Cache.
Huh. Okay, then what's it trying to point towards? Well, we do have Light Beam, so is it? But no Boost Ball.
Yeah, what does that do for us? Oh, it gets us up. It gets us up here, yeah.
For the light door.
Light doors. Wow. This is a weird one.
I'm concerned and confused. And Miguel realizing he already got this item early.
Nah, going for the hint now.
Oh, all right, there's a hint in here. That little key bearer. Beam related. That could be pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a Dark Burst on Battleground. And Xeno going through Hive Chamber B, realizing that looks to be just an expansion hiding over there. And Command Center holds an E-Tank. Gotta love more energy.
So likely going to do the vanilla loop here. I guess it's our only option. Can't go the other way.
Yeah, nope, I don't have...
No Dark Beam.
No, we got no bombs either, so we gotta reload Command Center. Okay, but wait a second. Due to the lack of bombs, what are you trying to say, game?
Yeah, we can't.
What are you thinking, Jeff?
Yeah, we're gonna start getting stuck in labs. Like, there's not really much we can do past here, right?
I can't think of anything. Yeah, we have Light Beam that gets us Sand Canyon. That gets us to Vent Area A. Can't do it because you got no bombs. Then you go to main reactor. You go to main reactor, but the gate.
Unless it's vanilla Dark Beam.
That's what I'm thinking. Because
like,
where else can you really go? I'm confused.
I think that's just what it is at this point.
I mean, it has to be. You can't do anything on the mining station B loop. You can't get to Dark Aegon at all. You have Light Beam, but nothing else. And there's no other checks outside of it unless you go all the way to Torvus Lagoon through Great Temple from Meeting Grounds. But even then, either you're going to find Dark Beam on Torvus Lagoon, or you're going to find it vanilla. It's a 50-50 on what's going to happen.
Oh my god.
Here.
No, it's Torvus Lagoon. Gravity Boost is available. Gravity Boost is available. It wants us to go to Torvus Lagoon. That's totally it.
I really wish I didn't say that.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's totally what it is.
You know, when 90% of your random seeds start you in Torvus, you get to know what Torvus wants a lot.
Oh no. Go save first.
It's a 50-50, Jeff. You got to take the risk. Is it going to be? Let's find out. No, it's a
Oh
suit.
my god.
Oh no. He's not happy. And now we got to quit. Oh, well, on the bright side, we know where Dark Suit is.
Oh, on the bright side, Miguel last saved in Transport Access A. Right?
Well,
'Cause
hold on.
He's saved.
Yeah, but if that's the case, he still has Light Beam then, so we can just detour right to Meeting Ground. Granted, we don't have Spider Ball, so we, but that doesn't really matter. Oh, no, it's an Aegon.
Okay.
What?
Huh. Okay, no Light Beam.
Oh.
Oof. Dang. All right, has a little bit of work to do, but honestly, not that far.
I could have sworn he saved and went to Great Temple again.
I guess when he made the save warp in Great Temple, did not save.
Oh, that's gonna cost him, and Xeno's gonna find out the hard way about that. So now that depends on what Xeno does here, because he's going right for the same slope jump to get Emerald early, and then he'll have to go through Compound. But that begs the question: does Xeno go on the logic that it's a 50-50 Dark Beam, or does he make the play with Gravity Boost? And Xeno, you don't have Dark Beam, my friend. You cannot progress through this method.
I think reloading the room so that the cannons are activated.
Yep, that'd be a smart way to go for the spider track. Oh, this is a rough start.
Baha, we were laughing at that joke the last stream. So Baha, you're tuning in to catch you up on what happened here.
A lot.
Yeah. So, supers beside TAS leads to gravity boost in Transport Access A and Great Temple, and our progression, our Dark Beam, is in Lagoon, which we haven't seen yet, but the only other option was Storage B, and that's a suit, because Miguel accidentally soft-locked there, so. Quite the start.
He took the risk. It's a 50-50. Yeah, it was calculated. I'll give it to him. I do want to bring that up, though, in post-game.
Yeah, that's a really interesting logic chain, and not a very common spot. Like, it's listed as beginner knowledge, but using supers on that rubble it doesn't come up very often. I don't think. Usually, you've got bombs by then at least.
I'll agree, as I never knew supers could destroy this rubble at all until just now. I've never tried it. So it's like game doesn't really hint at it.
Oh, Miguel, you're so close. You just need to stop shooting with charge beam. Just shoot it with a super missile.
Just try it. Try everything you have.
Hey, there we go.
I still don't see how that's beginner knowledge unless you actually try it. Yeah, he's not happy.
Yeah.
He ain't happy.
Yeah, generally beginner knowledge falls into that knowing what alternate weaknesses objects have. Like, that's pretty standard across for at least like power bombs and sandstone, like, instead of having morph ball bombs. But that one is like, I mean, knowing like that boost works on it, I feel like is more common than knowing that that supers work on that.
I agree. I've seen more boost balls attempts on it compared to supers.
Yeah. So
So
definitely not unrealistic to like forget that that's an option.
well, but nice double elevator. Now I'm curious as to what Miguel's logic train is. Yeah, now if that was me, I'd probably go straight for that. Go right through meeting grounds from Great Temple and continue. But we don't have Amber, as due to that reset, we have to go all the way back to DMT to grab it. So now once we're at DMT, it's like, well, nope, we can't. We don't have bombs. We can't do the main door. Yep, we do have to go through Great Temple for it. He's just shaking no.
Yeah, so needs to grab Amber, and where was Spider Ball again? Because Miguel's also missing that again.
Spider Ball was somewhere in Aegon, I want to say.
I have it written down, don't I? Morph Ball, Sand Cache.
Yeah, so you need to get the Amber from DMT first, then go back to Aegon. Wait, where does the Spider Ball come into play for this route?
Spider Ball came into play for the Echo in Central Mining Station. Or Emerald, not Echo.
Oh, right, because you need for the Emerald to be logic play. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because you need to lower that gate.
Right.
Temple.
No, I see what you mean. Well, that's a terrible train. You're going all over the place this early. Well,
Miguel's gonna be making sure that everything isn't vulnerable to supers.
I mean, why not? You know, it's. I'm just surprised I never thought of it first. Oh, super missiles, supers of all things, being the main catalyst.
So on Xeno's side, heading towards that light beam, is on the right track and is likely going to be hopefully piecing this together. Has all the required items, so we'll just be able to head straight into head straight towards Torvis. So might actually pick up a bit of a lead here.
We're just slow motion jumping. That was interesting. But no, that's a very valid point. We can go right up to Great Temple and just continue forward into Meeting Ground.
Yeah, and Miguel's went back for Sand Cache and that Spider Ball. I don't think it was worth going back for it right now, but you know, we're getting it.
Oh.
Might just be heading in and taking a safe warp out, but
yeah, I can't readily see why we're doing the Spider Ball now, but it's more like could just be for logic chain. You know, just to make sure the logic's still kept in your memory that you know you have this item.
Yeah,
you know
and
you're on the right track.
bigger thing as well is just not forgetting that it's there. You know,
Right.
it's like, you know, it's there. Go check it.
Now we're gonna peek FTA. We're gonna jump on top of the little light pillar and clip through the floor.
That is a red key.
Yep.
Xeno's frame rate actually helping here. But yeah, chat's asking about Xeno's performance issues. That's apparently they were having success before the restream started, so I don't know. Something was fixed, and now it's not fixed again, unfortunately. So sometime in between them testing before restream and restream is causing it, which is odd. I don't know how to diagnose that. All right, we're gonna find that dark beam in. I mean, it doesn't have to be dark beam. It could be like bombs in Lagoon, but like something's in Lagoon.
Yeah, something is, but I'd say it's more likely than not. It's. Oh no,
Oh.
it's not dark beam.
Dark beam could be.
Up to 3 rooms away from storage cavern B.
What the heck room is that? Oh,
You go-
that's.
Storage caverns right next to TAS.
Yeah.
So communications area or dynamo. So it's either locked behind bombs or it's locked behind power bombs.
Gross.
So what's here on Lagoon then? Is it bombs, power bombs? What's going on? Yeah, a morph ball system in Torvus Bog. Well, that's got to be boost ball, or would cannonball be considered a morph ball related?
I believe so, but I don't think it's hinted at. Or I guess no. If it's a key bearer, then I don't know.
It could be a variety of things. But no, cannon's never hinted. All right, I am incorrect on that one.
Unless it was on a. Oh yeah, it was a lore hint. Okay, yeah, wasn't paying attention to what was being scanned. Because yeah, if it was a key bearer, then it could be.
I wouldn't mind. The only cannonball hint I've ever seen was one that's directly tied to cannonball. I had it yesterday. That a Morbus had cannonball. Yeah, we're not fighting a Morbus for that. Not worth it. All right, we're coming to Lagoon. What is the elusive item that's been hinted at for the last 10 minutes?
Not dark beam.
It's not dark beam, no. It is power bombs.
Main PBs.
So I would say,
Nasty.
well, main power bombs. So then, Dynamo Chamber probably has dark beam. Huh.
I believe that was Y.
Why not? That's a great response. I love that.
Power bombs were in Torvus Lagoon. As a reminder, chat, in case you're trying to catch up on what's happening, here's the Google Doc where I'm trying to write down all the stuff. Doing it as best I can. Oh, hitting the rare 3 out of 5 missiles. Not exactly a 4 out of 5 missile moment, but yeah, I'm gonna be looking for a missile drop here to get that super door open. Probably best to. I assume some Echoes expert would know if it's better to shoot all the missiles first so you get the guaranteed drops, or you get the double drops or whatever it is.
In my personal opinion, I'd say just fire them all to get that guaranteed. Try to get that guaranteed double, especially if you already have a low number.
So Path of Eyes was morph ball related.
Yeah, there's that dark beam. Been looking for that for a while.
And dark beam in Dynamo.
And that also means communications area has a missile expansion. Well, we still don't have regular bombs, so we're not going to be doing too much.
Oh, that's dark fire. That's a visor in Grand
Wind Chamber
Gateway. There we go.
Was that Cobalt? No, that's Echo.
I messed up the what's it called? The changelog entry for Grand Wind Chamber. That was me, Chad, if you're wondering. Actually, I called it Great Wind Chamber. Yeah.
Well,
I know someone should have reviewed it, I guess. I always miss up these names.
You've heard of Grand Wind Chamber. Now let's go over to the Great Wind Chamber.
Yeah, it's even better.
Absolutely. All right. So it looks like Xeno's having a bit of trouble trying to get that scan dash back across. Yep. Hey, he's got it.
Very nice.
But did he move the light? Yeah, he moved the light beam block. That's what he did to get over here.
Yeah.
Well, that's great to have, you know, have an Echo Visor already. Granted, it doesn't do much right now, but later it absolutely can and will. So then Xeno's going to find that. Hopefully, yep, there we go.
I don't believe that dash is in logic. So I don't think that would have been the answer. I don't think there are dashes in logic on these settings. At least not
not to my knowledge, no.
Let me check the preset. Combat scan dash disabled and extended dash disabled. So yeah, no dashing.
But we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, no, the presets for this tournament have been made to where surrounding the newer players, I'd say. You know, those not too experienced with the combat dashing, your dashing in general, out of bounds movement, advanced knowledge techniques, you know, it's giving everyone a fair shot per se.
Oh yes, speaking of clips, thank you SpeedGaming bot, but take your favorite clips and submit them to the VOD tracker, and we can remember our favorite moments of you know, this tournament.
I will still stand by that my favorite clip of all time was a failed death warp in Gateway.
Oh yeah, I remember that one from CGC.
Yeah, that was the most perfect energy tank ever.
Yep.
That was great. No chat, we didn't. No chicka. All right, let's go ahead and take a look back at our runners. What do we have going on? Well, Xeno just acquired the main power bombs from Torvus Goon. We warped, and we're going right for Dynamo Chamber to grab Dark Beam. In turn, Miguel's already completed that loop. We're going forward through Aegon Labs. Thanks to that handy-dandy Dark Beam, we're able to get through and go to the far side to get storage. Which storage is this? Storage A? Or is it storage B?
Storage B is Dark Beam?
No, that's storage D. Storage D is for Dark Samus 1. No, the storage... Oh, A is MSB. Okay. Oh, we got a power bomb expansion.
Let me correct my notes then. Of course, A is off of Mining Station B. Thank you.
A is
not hard.
A is off of B.
That's just like, was it someone was confused about the where save station C was, or whatever it was in Aegon? It's like it doesn't exist. It goes A, B, then D. Because the room next to Jump Guardian is a save in the Dark World. becomes an
And
odd number.
that's... Alright, so what can we do theoretically now that we have this set equipment here in Aegon? Well, we have access to Dark Aegon. Granted, we've only got 2 energy tanks, but we can still get to Feeding Pit, that's Vanilla Light Beam. We can get to what do you call it? Doomed Entry, Battleground. We can get Battleground itself, but can't get the ink cache on it. So right away, that's 3 checks we can get.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I'm thinking that it's the dark suit is going to be important. Remember, we've got a progressive suit in Storage D, so that could be our access to Warrior's Walk and the front half of Dark Aegon.
oh, you're right, because we do have super missiles, yeah. And so we just keep on moving through dark. Oh, hey, look, there's our first SDK.
Yeah, why not?
You're right. Let's not. We'll say that for later. I'm gonna write that down. Battleground. Okay, Xeno's checking Pod W, realizing it's something. At least we have information for later, and we'll come back to it at another time. But no, Miguel will do Battleground on the return trip once we start getting towards Jump Guardian. We got one more check to do before we get over there. And that's just a missile expansion. Alright, so this begs the question. Do you go for the dark suit first before going to far side of Aegon? Or do you save it for later?
Because yeah, technically there's nothing stopping Miguel from going to early Aegon now. It's like, it's not logical without the suit, but I mean, if you can roll past those in-claws, then more power to you.
Yeah, I mean, with 2 E-tanks, you can easily get through it. It'll load. Warrior's Walk's got an extremely fast load time on it. And Xeno's back at the Hive Chamber loop. We've gone through A and B again. Possibly heading right for Aegon, thanks to that dark beam that we now have. But no, I would say that's what Miguel's doing. We're going straight to get. We're gonna grab Dark Suit, then go back to Dark Aegon, go through Battleground, Warrior's Walk, Jump Guardian, Trial Tunnel, Incash 4, come back to Portal Chamber, and thanks to how Portal Chamber is loaded, we can still get to Light World, as it's activated on both sides regardless of the puzzle.
This is a really interesting seed. You don't see like bombs being hidden this well too often.
No. But what we do see often is Dark Samus getting vaporized by a power bomb.
As is tradition.
I will take your word for that.
That's just ammo over there.
And beam related on Dark Oasis, I think it's safe to say we don't need that.
Could be Annihilator.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Alright, power bombs in early Aegon. Well, real quick, you're not supposed to have power bombs this early at all. But there's an out of bounds method that was discovered where we can grab a power bomb expansion here in Temple Grounds, where Dynamo Chamber is, where we found Dark Beam. And if we get that, power bombs break a lot of the early bosses. Dark Samus being one of them.
It's really funny how you don't just say that early bosses are immune to late game weapons instead of, allowing them to get one hit.
It'd be nice, but I guess they were doing some developer testing, still left the hitboxes in for them.
I think we as players can enjoy it, though.
Oh, absolutely. Just like Cannonball. I mean, you're not supposed to have Cannonball State, but there's still some enemies that are extremely vulnerable to it.
Yeah, looking at you, Resbits.
Yeah. Nobody likes Resbits. Oh, and there's a grapple beam down there.
That puts Echo Visor in logic? Okay. I don't think that does anything until we... I guess if we found Annihilator soon, but like, gross. It's a weird one.
Oh, I wonder if it's trying to hint at Mining Plaza, if that's got anything behind it. As you don't need Annihilator for that Echo Lock.
It's true. Need a few more worm keys though. Maybe we'll get Annihilator, and Profane Path will be the solution.
Oh, come on. Why you gotta put it all the way over there? Like, so far away.
Like, 50 minutes in, no bombs is... something.
Alright, Jump Guardian's defeated. That was pretty fast. Now, some of you might be wondering, well, what just happened? Isn't that supposed to be a long fight? Well, it's supposed to. Oh, by the way, there's another STK for your list, Jeff.
Uh-huh. We got Battlegrounds. We got...
And Judgment Pit.
There we
So, Jump Guardian. The fight triggers once you enter the light crystal in the center of the room. Thankfully, you have bombs by this part. Oh, there's Dark Visor. Dark Visor on Trial Tunnel. Now, the hitbox for Jump Guardian still spawned in. So if you can find your way up to it, either A, going backwards into the room from Warrior's Walk, or B, doing some well-timed bomb jumps to the outside of the room, we can just, we can just shoot the hitbox and lower Jump Guardian's health down to 1. As thankfully there's a script in place where Jump Guardian cannot be defeated without the fight actually triggering. And we are so glad they put that in there, as otherwise that trick would not be possible. Alrighty, so we're coming up on our 1 hour mark. Bombs are still, as of yet, undetermined. We do not know where they are. We know both Visor locations. Dark Visor here in Trial Tunnel. Echo over in Wind Chamber Gateway. And there goes the little crystal bear. That wasn't very nice.
No, the Lightbringer!
Yeah, you're not happy with that, are you? You just powerbomb the heck out of that Lightbringer.
Don't worry, his friend's still alive.
Don't say anything. He might turn around.
Yeah.
And that Lightbringer's not doing any harm. He's just trying to give you safety, give you safe passage across the bridge. All right, so now it looks like we're going right into Portal Chamber backwards. We are going to take a peek at Crossroads first. Looks like, oh, we got an ETM on Crossroads, so we're probably never going to get that. And there's the cutscene trigger for Portal Chamber. Now we're going to turn around and go right into Light World. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get Transit Station, as due to the lack of bombs, that gate will still be activated.
There's a hint we're rolling past here, I believe.
There is indeed, yes. Well, we gotta trigger the fight, though. All right, Xenos made their first steps into Dark Aegon. We're going to grab the Power Bomb expansion and continue on the same route that Miguel did, most likely. Yeah, both runners are practically copying each other neck for neck.
Yeah, unfortunately, doesn't have the dark suit yet, so we'll be beating this SDK, but we'll have to go back for that.
Yeah, we have not stepped foot into the far side of labs yet. So the biggest question right now, where are bombs? As we're running out of checks and we're running out quick. There's not too terribly much else we can look at right now.
We can go back to Torvis.
Could you think of a different way for that?
Oh, GFMC ship is a good one, yeah. What would be in Torvis? No, I think we need bombs to do anything.
Nope, no, we can. There is. There's one thing we can do in Torvis that's in logic.
Oh, with the grapple beam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing there that would be logical. Now we could go out of logic since we do have Dark Beam. We could technically do a bomb space jump to get into Torvis Temple.
With what bombs?
Well, we're gonna make them up as we go along. There's some slope jumps we can pull off. They're not pretty. Next time, stop me before I say something dumb. I don't... And I'm realizing the slope jump I'm thinking of does not exist without screw attack. As we do have Emerald, you could lower the gate to Torvis map and then jump off of the lowering translator gate, but you still need screw attack to make the gap. So it's like you said, we're just gonna go right for we can go for ship, we can get on top of there, we can check that one location in Torvis, which it appears Miguel's going for. And Xeno is still going through Dark Aegon, doing some cleanup.
Yeah, I gotta assume at this point, Xeno might know that by process of elimination, that Dark Suit has to be in Storage D, since you know, we can't traverse Inkclaws on these settings without a suit.
Yeah, the damage logic itself is just going to be the biggest hint, for, as you said.
Yeah.
It looks like Miguel's pretty much dead set on probably being Torvis. But we're going to take a detour real quick to pick up that Echo Visor.
Yeah, approaching the hour mark. No bombs.
And nice double visor pickup. One grab an Echo, one grab Stark. That's pretty nice timing.
Yeah, this is right next to GFMC. Might be good to try to get a power bomb there, and Miguel's more than capable of crossing that gap over to GFMC. But yeah, can come back for it later.
Yeah, might as well just come back on the return. You only have that one check in Torvis. But then again, if that check is bombs, you know, you could go through Torvis a little bit more. Wow, there's so many different routes you can pull out here. But it all depends on one location.
Crazy amount of backtracking this seed.
Oh, it's ridiculous. You're going Go into one location, far side to get one item, then go all the way back to the first area for one item, then go back to the original area for another item. It's like, come on, game. Oh, and life support and poison bog.
So that's nothing.
Yep. It can't be light suit, as light suit's technically logically required for endgame. And that's boost ball? Yeah, that's boost ball.
So wait, what are you supposed to do then?
Well, major upgrade and I was thinking maybe no, you can't do sand processing. We got no bombs for the bomb slot there.
What was in Trial Tunnel?
Dark Visor.
Dark Visor? Okay.
Yeah.
That makes that up. No idea. Boost ball is in Path of Roots.
And what does boost ball open up though? It can't do sand processing. You need bombs for that. Oh, Miguel, what? No, don't do this slope jumping. That's painful. Well,
Not
he
that
got
painful.
it.
Apparently.
Hey, well, now he got it fairly easy.
Light suit.
Well, we were just talking about that.
In Great Bridge. And yeah, making sure to scan that because that is don't want to have to do that one again.
Well, but Xeno just got knocked off the bridge by that little light bringer. Yeah, you should have power bombed it.
So, for boost, what does that want us to do?
I'm trying to think, but I can't really see anything that would be...
Sank entrance.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, we do have access because we have Emerald.
Yeah.
And we have
Bombs and
Spider
sank
Ball.
entrance.
Oh, that's terrible.
No, what would be worse is not bombs and sank entrance, honestly. Like, they just keep going farther and farther away.
What about, well, no. No, because you need Bomb Center Hall of Honors from either direction. And you need bombs to get out of the little slots, too. Nope, can't do that. And that bomb's on Alpha Blog. Chat's being mean today.
That's a good question. If the
Possibility.
entrance... Okay, let's see. Sank entrance...
Oh, what a Sank entrance had Seekers. And then you have to go... No, because you can't really go deeper into Sank without bombs. Well, no, you got power bombs. You can go through the Torvus side. Oh... Miguel, how are you going to get out?
No, he did a Cameron manip there.
Nice.
So that's an STK in Temple Access something.
Torvus Temple Access. And looks like Abandoned Worksite has something. And the hint that we missed over in Portal Chamber is that the light beam is in a location we already got. Wait, so light suit is still out of logic, so that's great to know.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good trick Miguel pulled off. That extremely tight slope jump. And since we got a little bit of downtime, yeah, I might as well. So, slope jumping. Well, what's the best way to describe slope jumping? If you see a piece of geometry and you jump against it, you're given a little bit more extra momentum and height. And we abuse the ever-living heck out of that by jumping against two pieces of geometry, which make a slope. We'll jump against said slope, that gives the extra height. And then we'll just use a space jump to get even more height, and that gets us into places we're not supposed to be. Yep, that's as technical as we're going to get today.
Wow, SpeedGaming bot advertising SpeedGaming 4 instead of us.
Yeah, chat's doing a lot better job than I can. I appreciate that. You walk against the slope, you given more height. If you jump with it, you get even more height compared to normal. And that's what you saw early on at the start of this with Miguel over in Temple Assembly site with Task Jump. You're jumping against the slope to get that extra height to jump on top of the pillar. And we did that again in Great Bridge. There's a very, very small piece of geometry which we jumped off of. That's one of the more difficult ones. And Xeno learning the hard way that the sandblocks in Aegon can only be destroyed by bombs, not power bombs.
Of course, because why wouldn't they?
Well, why does super missiles work on that rubble and transport A access? I mean, come on.
It's a silly game.
It's a Metroid game. All Metroid games are silly. They're great, but they're silly. Oh, so Xeno's gonna... Oh, that's useful information. We got an SDK on Mineshaft. So that's useful information that Xeno has that Miguel does not. But thanks to our lovely light suit, we're able to get Play in the Dark Warship's energy tank and continue forward. Unfortunately, we're all done here. We can't get into a cursed lake with our current equipment.
Yeah, this is a seed you're gonna want to go back and watch. This race is very interesting. The path that they've had to take so far up to this point is one of the more absurd ones for our standard logic settings.
All right, whoever just recommended Ing Reliquary bombs, that's very mean, and I love it. But it can't be. Yeah, we already got.
Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say we already got that key bearer hint off of Reliquary. Oh, what are you thinking?
Where to go next?
Well, talk it out. What's going through your head, Jeff?
All right. Well, I think it's gonna come down to if GFMC has something here. But if it's not, then it's Sank entrance is my guess. I'm
going to agree with you. That's where it seems to be pushing us, especially with that boost ball over in Path of Roots. But now we get to see what that red key is off of FTA, and that's an Aegon key. Ooh. So we would have needed light suit just to fight a Morbus, theoretically. And this is going to be the only thing we can check here in Sank. We don't have Seekers to progress. Unless Entrance has Seekers, in which case that forces us to go to the left side of Sank and go for, what is it, Reactor Core? Or Main Research? One of the two. Dark Oasis has a beam-related upgrade. We're getting that information again as well. And beautiful power bomb drop. All right. Now all we have to do is reload Sank Entrance, and we get to see what this item is. And Xeno showing off again that if you have power bombs in a place you're not supposed to, bosses just become a cakewalk.
I really enjoy that, you know, Miguel and Zeno had a cursed seed with Vanilla Spider Guardian last time, rescheduled, so we didn't see it. Got equally, if not more, cursed.
Well, that begs the question: which one do you feel is worse, not having bombs for over an hour, or having to do Vanilla Spider?
It's gotta be this. What, was that? Is that bombs? Is that not bombs?
That doesn't look like bombs.
Little target practice here for Miguel.
Hey, three shots. You know, not bad. I'll say about a good 85% accuracy.
That doesn't look like bombs, does it?
But it looks like a missile expansion. Or Seekers, you know. I told you it could be Seekers. You go through this far side.
It kind of looked like Seekers. We cannot read blue yet.
No, but we'll find it. We'll find it eventually.
Is that logical to do with just boost?
That is Yeah, it's
oh my
Seekers.
god, this is so bad! This is so bad!
Alright, so now we gotta go deeper into Sank, you know? I mean, bombs could be here, right in main research, you know, right after the quad.
Alright, Sank entrance.
And yes, Chad, I know I cursed it with the commentator's curse. I'm sorry, alright? You can throw me all your cursed emojis later.
Yeah, movement beginner. Huh. Who would have thunk it?
It looks like Xeno's still going through Aegon, trying to clear out as much rooms as possible before moving on. Oh, what's up there? That's a missile expansion. Okay, so not there. It's transit station? Nope, it's not here. Is it here in main reactor? Nope, that's not it either. Oh, right, because you need bombs. Well, you could do some boost ball as well. If boosting on the tracks would be more... Nope, boosting is not logical on it. Okay. But now, if I was Xeno, I'd say I'd probably start making my way into... making some ways into Sank, get some items. But now that we have Seekers, we could... Oh, no. Oh, I'm thinking it's over in Mining Station B. What is it? Storage A?
Yeah, as a one-way?
Yeah, go to the bottom of Mine Shaft, blow up that power bomb rebel. And bombs are hiding there. Use the bombs to escape Mine Shaft.
Yeah, we've also got what? War Ritual Grounds. We've got... Yeah, a few things.
Yeah, but those Seekers are... Yeah, it's pointing out a handful of things. But it looks like Miguel's going to take a peek here at Hall of Honor Dead to see what's hiding here. But wait a second, we don't have bombs to go through the track, but we can go through the main door. And based on Xeno's movement, I'd say he's going straight for Sank. I'm wondering if it could be phase on grounds as well. You know, that's... You only need space jump and dark suit for that. And grapple beam.
Oh, we've got hints right now. That's a good call.
Yeah, I mean, your light suit's out of logic, so why not just abuse it?
Imagine having hints before bombs. Truly.
I'm glad I'm not racing this one. I'm not even in this tournament. I'm just here for the fun. Oh, well, this entire tournament, just for week 1 alone, has already been hectic. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the next few weeks have.
Can we have Hall of Honor dead bombs with the amount of power bombs we have?
I wouldn't say it's logical to use power bombs to get out of those boost kinetic orb spinners, but I could be wrong. I would double check to see if that would be logical or just knowledge based.
Power bombs greater than 3 and knowledge beginner.
All right. Yeah, but here's the problem though. Miguel's got to boost up the track. He gets it no problem.
So yeah, we could see a Hall of Honor dead bombs with those seekers.
Oh, that's just terrible.
What the heck? I'm so glad that Schwartz and Drake dropped this so we could calm. This is a great one.
I've got no questions. I've got to stop volunteering as backup. This is beautiful, though. What's hiding over there? What is that? That's just looks like an ETM.
Who rolled this? I believe this is Astral. Oh no, this is TGC. This is oh, that makes sense. This is TGC.
Of course it's TGC.
Yeah.
All right, chat. Get your notepads ready. Here comes your Sky Temple key hints for today. Your locations are as followed. The second we get, all right. Your locations are Torvus Temple access, Watch Station access, Dark Torvus Cache B, if I'm correct, I believe that's the Seeker one. I always get the 2 backwards. Orbis Plaza access. Dungeon. Trading chamber. Well, dungeon's worse than that. But Torvus Bog is holding all of our keys today. And Mineshaft, which we saw in Xenos. And to answer chat, yes, Xeno is having a little bit of lag today. We do have some slight technical problems. We thought we had them worked out before, but in the time span before working them out to when the race started, it happened again. Oh, and Cash B's is super locked. Thank you, Audra. I appreciate that. I swear, I always get the 2 backwards. Miguel's making those boost tunnels looking way easier than they actually are.
Yeah, who needs bombs?
Well, not Miguel, obviously. He's just rolling through.
It's like, do any of these STKs need bombs? Like hard require bombs? Or
yes, training chamber does.
Hey, maybe we'll see some what's it, bombless bomb slots.
No, no. Not for a tournament race, no.
and then a very, very careful Emperoring 2 with only power bombs.
Well, that's just cursed. I remember last time seeing it. That was terrible. All right. Well, Xenos made his way over to Torvus Bog. So now we're going to continue on. We're going to grab that boost ball here on Path of Roots.
Yeah. Probably hoping to see bombs here, but it's going to be sorely disappointed.
So to try to explain what's happening on Miguel's side with these morph ball tunnels. every time you ram yourself against a 90-degree angle in these tunnels, there's a slight few frames where Samus gets vertical. You're gaining a little bit of height every time you ram against it. Now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to release a boost ball charge the second we hit that frame to start going vertical. And once we do, we're going to keep that vertical momentum thanks to how boost ball works. Unfortunately, this is extremely difficult, as proving right now. There is, I think maybe it's like a 1 to 3 frame window for boost ball to be released properly. So this begs the question again, Jeff. Where the heck could bombs be based on the equipment that we have, excluding light suit, of course?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, with the amount of items we're getting, it's starting to become a lot more open again. We're not really as restricted to like 1 or 2 item checks like we've been most of this time. So the chances that it is, I don't know, there's many more spots it can be. It could be, we could be seeing bombs, you know, past the hour 30-minute mark.
Oh man. I don't know why, but I'm like really set on bombs being in the in storage A over in mining station B as a dead end as a one-way check.
Yeah, because the last item we got was Seekers, and that makes me want to or follow that for progression. So I would be doing, I'd be going to the Dark World and Temple Grounds and clearing out like Cursed Lake, or I guess what we've already got the key bearer hints for that. I think most of them are beam related. So yeah, maybe ignore those.
I get it. Yeah, beam related was on a Cursed Lake.
Yeah, so maybe ignore those. We've got
The phase on grounds, but that's if you're going with the dark suit logic, then yeah, phase on grounds possibly could be it, as that's just invisible platforms.
yeah. Yeah, fun fact, Phazon Grounds does not need a suit because those ink claws are dormant. And they don't actually hurt. Bash, yes, Sank entrance was Seekers. And it, so the chain so far has been, well, as far as I can remember, is we've got Emerald, Dark Beam, a few other things. Went to get Grav Boost in Temple Transport A. Had to take Grav Boost into Lagoon for main power bombs. Main power bombs led us to Spider Ball?
No.
No.
Main power bombs from Torbus Lagoon led to Dynamo Chamber for Dark Beam, which in turn led all the way back to Aegon.
Right, for Dark Suit.
Right, and then we used the Dark Suit logic to go through Warrior's Walk, go through jump beam. Right, the grapple beam off of Warrior's Walk, which went to
Path of Roots, Boost Ball.
The Path of Roots.
Oh my god, it's bombs on all of my
Yeah, I gotta use the power bomb logic and
oh my god.
Why? Oh, that's okay. I sure hope Xeno figures that one out.
Wow.
I guess I'm wrong. It's not, you don't need that one-way check in Aegon at all.
Wow, that is a location.
I've never seen that before, ever.
No, this, if you're just tuning in, I highly recommend watching this race back. The progression in this seed has been outstanding. Yes, this is a TGC classic.
TGC, I want to point out, I've been asked, TGC is accepting fan mail and all sorts of messaging. You can reach them over in the Metroid Prime Randomizer server at any time.
So the thing is, we're not fully in go mode, we still need to find screw attack somewhere.
Yeah, let's go through our SDKs real quick. We have Battleground, which was a freebie. Judgment Pit, freebie. Torvus Temple Access, which is bombs, which we now have. Mineshaft, bomb locked. Watch Station Access, which screw attack preferred. Unless you go the long way around with Annihilator. So either Annihilator or Screw Attack. We still need Screw Attack for endgame though, just to get through Sky Temple.
Yeah. So at this point, I like going to Torvus first here from Miguel. Since we do have Emerald, we can grab a few more of those hints, as well as lower Torvus routes nicely into Sank. So I think this is a good idea.
I agree. And you save Aegon for last. You only need to go to early Aegon for Mineshaft, and then you just practically warp right back out. So routing wise, let's see. We just did Torvus Temple access. Now we're going through underground tunnel side. We're really looking for screw attack and nothing. We have bombs, so screw attack's like the only thing we're really missing for endgame.
Yeah. Unfortunately, missing out on the hint there would have been very good to go and grab that, especially when, you know, our screw attack can just be about anywhere.
You know what? I'm gonna ask chat to post down their locations. We're looking for screw attack today, chat. That's the one item we need to beat the game outside of our keys. We've got a ton of locations left. So post your information below. Tell us what you think screw attack will be, and we'll see how close everyone gets. And they're going straight for the cursed locations. I should have seen that one coming. I should have seen that coming. All right, so Xeno's found Seeker Launcher. Now it depends on how does Xeno go about the Seeker logic. Does he go straight for the checks in Temple Grounds and Aegon? Or is he going to think deeper into Sank? And the latency is really showing now due to all the assets on screen. Yeah, it looks like Ares like the Aerie or Spider Guardian seems to be the big one that everyone's going for. Miguel's popped it into Aegon real quick. We're going for this Mineshaft key. And then most likely probably going to go right back through the same elevator to Upper Torvus.
I hope we pop down. There's 2 items down here and also a hint, so would be good to check that out. Looks like that is what's happening.
I am curious as to what item is down here in Storage A. I've been gunning for this location all race. And the hint says Spider Ball can be found 2 rooms away from a location we already checked. Thank you, game. Unfortunately, we do not have any power bombs. The little bug did not drop the power bomb, but that one did.
Another cheeseburger.
Oh, geez, chat, come on. Cobalt and Aerie for a Sank map screw attack.
Come on. The So runners have been through enough.
Yeah, this season's been pretty rough on them. Yeah, right now Xeno's trying to play off of that seeker logic. It's trying to find bombs by any means. And Aegon Energy has a missile expansion and a hint that we can use, which states the keys to Dark Aegon Temple. Unfortunately, we don't know what a Morbus has yet.
Yeah, no bosses have been hinted, I believe, except for Quad, I think.
Nope, you are correct. Quad and
Yep.
Tumos have both been hinted.
Yeah, fully dead Quad.
Yep. But our Chica hint is still out there, as well as a Morbus. All right, Jeff, I've asked chat this, and I'm going to ask you, where are you hoping for Screw Attack to be?
Where am I hoping? I really don't know. With bombs being our last progression, realistically, there's only two things that can like show up that would give us hints. Either what we want is Screw Attack, or if we find Annihilator, that might tell us. I wouldn't even begin to chase Annihilator checks until you've got like all your SDKs. Like right now, it's just rushing STKs and hints. Without Cobalt, unfortunately, we don't want to spend a lot of time in Sank, I think. So Miguel heading back into Torvis here, I think is a good idea.
I agree with you. 90% of our keys are all here in Torvis. Yeah, we just got Torvis Temple access. Now we gotta go all the way down for Cash B and Upper Dark Torvis, Plaza access and Upper Light, Dungeon and Training Chamber both in Lower Torvis. So we still got a lot of work to do, and a lot of checks in between. Yeah, looks like Xeno's double checking hints real quick, seeing if he missed anything. Trying to see if he can try to narrow down where bombs could be.
Yeah, I mean at this point, especially with like Seekers popping up where they did, it's like you've got to be getting kind of concerned at like what's possible. Bombs being so late is not common. It really makes you think. There's a lot of interesting logic that's popped up. THK mentioned it earlier that like, yeah, the knowledge tricks have actually been coming in clutch from the Super's weakness on transport A access to knowing to do Hall of Honor dead with just power bombs. Yeah, light suit was bomb locked. So yeah, technically our last progression was light suit. That's a good point, Shin.
Yeah, that's fair.
So things like reliquary and feeding pit.
I see chat posing a question. If missile counts are fairly low, was that by choice, or there just not been missile expansions? Well, unfortunately, we've just had a relative lack of missile expansions for today's race.
Yeah, I mean missiles aren't nearly as worth a pickup as they are in Prime due to the fact we can't rapid fire missiles. And since the drop rates are much more friendly with us being able to manipulate them a bit, grabbing any more than like 40 or 50 is really not worth it. You'll usually see the runners like stick around like the 10s, or at least like in their current amount rather than their total capacity. So really, it's not too low.
I see Xeno's going for the phase on grounds play. Yeah, he's looking, he sees it. It's not what we're expecting. Looks like we're gonna go pick it up anyway.
That is...
It's like an E-tank, I'd say.
I think it's... No, it wasn't. We don't have... Yeah, it's an E-tank.
And another emerald.
Wow.
Thanks, game. Morph ball bombs can be found in temple grounds. Well, that hint would have been better off anywhere else outside of Lower Torvus.
I mean, truthfully, we could have gotten that hint, I believe, like earlier, so...
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's fair. We did have supers, gravity boost. We have both beams. Yeah, we could have done a Lower Torvus a little bit early.
He's a TO for a reason. You don't just get to get that role for nothing. There's certain stipulations.
And being able to generate cursed seeds is one of them.
This would be very funny if it was a... Screw text here. Oh, never mind, that was SDK, forgot about that.
I wouldn't mind having it on Alpha Blog, probably Power Bomb Guardian, Grapple Guardian. I want to see it on one of the sub bosses.
Now, we didn't grab Cache B yet, right?
Not yet, no.
No.
We have not. We haven't gone to Upper Dark yet.
Yeah, so a bit of an interesting routing choice. Would have thought do Upper Dark Torvus first. That way you can take the Sank elevator out, would be my thought. But also probably rushing these hints.
Oh, Cobalt's
Cobalt?
on Boost Guardian.
Yeah.
And if I'm cutting you off, Jeff, I apologize. I've got a little bit damaged hearing.
No, you are good.
Trust me, if I start talking too much, just cut me off because I will not stop sometimes.
So Xeno's in the vicinity of bombs, but probably going to take supers to do some of these Seekers checks. Did I say Seekers, or did I say supers?
You said
My
both.
brain- Okay, my brain shut off for a little bit there then. Yes, sorry, Wyvern, the bombs were in Hall of Honored Dead. Miguel found them at an hour 20. And to be fair, that was like fast. Like, like it wasn't like there was a lot of trying to guess where they were. Followed the logic very well. They were just that late in the chain of very, very late bombs.
Yep, Xeno's over in the Cursed Lake, gonna pick up this beam-related upgrade, which happens to be some dark ammo.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but Echo's main power bombs gives you, was it three power bombs?
I believe it's 2.
I think it's 3 because Prime is 4, right?
I haven't played Prime in a while. I can't say for certain on Prime side.
Chat, come on.
Yeah,
We said something wrong. Correct us.
I think you're right on 3.
3 sounds right. 2 in vanilla.
Oh, so I
But
was
it's
right.
it's 2 in vanilla, but I think it's been increased to 3. 3 in the preset. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So, you guys dark first.
Well, you're never getting that. So about your theory on bombless bomb slots. No. Let's not fight Chicken to do that. I will say that is one of the worst type modes tricks I've ever tried to attempt. We're going to take a peek at Med Vista, which has an expansion for us. We're not too worried about that. We've got 5 energy. We have 5 energy. We're doing pretty well. Or no, that's 4 energy. And Xeno, meanwhile, is extremely close to Hall of Honored. I'd say Xeno's seriously contemplating where else can he go with the current logic.
From the race time room, Xeno at 9:19. What on earth is this chain? Yes.
Just yes.
Yeah.
That's great. There is no train, my friend. It's just something.
I wonder if they'll go. They're right here.
Please check it, Xeno.
Oh,
Please.
yeah.
He's going for it. Yes. We're going to have bombs at 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? Like, this is nuts.
I'm just glad you didn't go for the Aegon one. Look at that. There's your bombs. And you have full power bombs to do this.
Yeah, you gotta hope you remember what the order is in case you run out of PBs.
Well, thankfully the order's the same every time. This is never randomized.
Yeah. I wish. Just kidding.
Oh,
This would be a terrible puzzle.
No,
No one knows. There's a reason why everyone remembers what the pattern is because no one actually knows how this puzzle works.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
All right, so Miguel's over in Torvis Plaza. We're going to take a peek at what's hiding here.
Is that Screw Tech?
Yeah, that's something shiny, all right. That's Screw Attack, Torvis Plaza.
All right, let's go mode.
Oh, that means Xeno's got a long way to go then. All right, we're only missing 2 keys from Miguel. We're missing the one off of Watch Station Access. And we're missing Cache B from Dark Torvis. So I'd say Miguel's probably going for Cache B right now. Then we'll use the lower Torvis elevator to get to Sank. And meanwhile, Xeno's got to make a beeline for Torvis, now that he has bombs, and continue forward to grab the rest of his equipment, mainly light suit, and all those lovely STKs. But first, we're going to go for key hints since we have bombs finally.
Yeah, really, for what it's worth, Xeno's not too far behind, and if they likely will take this back into Torvis, I got to imagine, can get the light suit. If they decide to stay and do Plaza, they'll find Screw Attack and be right there. So, unfortunately, with like the delay in their Dolphin, I mean, like it could be much closer. Kind of an unfortunate one when your setup just isn't cooperating.
It's a tragic sight to behold. But Xeno's putting up a great, fantastic show. Even, yeah, he's not giving up. He's pushing right through it. So many rounds of applause to him for it.
Yes. Yeah. Speaking of that, please support our runners. Go give them both a follow. Clearly, both talented for being able to piece this logic together. It takes
I'm
some
fairly.
some real brain power to make sense of what's going on here.
Yeah, I
Oh,
probably never would have guessed power bombs to use kinetic orb spinners.
that's a real 2 out of 25 missiles moment.
And that's what we were talking about earlier with the number chain on missiles. If you already have low numbers, just fire all of them, then get your drops. That way you're more likely guaranteed to get those double drops. Oh, looks like Miguel decided to go through for a save warp. I'm gonna go through Sank entrance to get to watch station.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any better way. You'd have to go. I mean, you could have went through Lower Torvis, but I think that's slow. Yeah, I think this is probably a safe choice.
Yeah, Lower Torvis is what I was recommending, but you'd have to go through the entirety of Lower Torvis just to get to it.
Yeah.
And even then, that. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, at least with this, most of these rooms you could just boost through. So Torvis is quite a bit slower. A lot more little obstacles in your path.
That's fair. Yeah. I will stand by that Prime. I think Prime had the better boost ball, though.
Oh, 100%.
Just zipping around corners everywhere. I mean, you don't have. There's no delay in it.
Yeet. No spider track for you.
Nope. If it ain't the res bits, it's going to be the spider track itself.
Gotta wonder why Miguel decided to go this way, but you know.
If he wants to, by all means. And he fell right off. I think he wanted to read that expansion. It was, what was it, like an E-tank or something hiding up top? Thankfully, with this being old patcher, this puzzle is vanilla. So we just do it in alphabetical order. And then we'll continue on into Far Side with all of Combat Mastery. And we'll go all the way up and around to Watch Station. As unfortunately, we can't take the fast route of going towards Cat West. As number 1, we don't have Screw Attack. And number 2, we would need to defeat the drone that everyone hates. Caretaker drone. I can't believe it. I whiffed the name.
No, you got it right. The drone that everyone hates. That's right.
I'll take it. I completely forgot its name.
Yes, I think you had a misspeak there. Miguel does have Screw Attack. That was Torvis.
Oh yeah, he does have Screw. Alright, so we probably could have gotten the probably could have no, because we need those Echoes Lock aren't Annihilator.
Yeah, correct.
We probably could have gone through Cat West then. Oh no, we'd have to go through Vault as well because Watch Station itself is still locked. No, this is the fastest route. What am I talking about? I'm just talking nonsense here.
That is our last STK.
That's number 9, so we're gonna go save warp and go right for final bosses. Xeno's pulling off. Still pulling off through Torvus. We've just gone through Path of Roots, and then we're gonna start collecting the remainder of our keys here. Although Xeno still has to go through Watch Station Access and Detour to Sank to get that one key, though.
Yeah, I gotta imagine without having Screw Attack and Light Suit, probably gonna continue doing a few checks along the way, especially some of these early Torvus ones.
Oh, that's special. With Screw Attack being on Torvus Plaza itself, it's like, you don't ever really want to go to Torvus Plaza just based on the headache of the puzzle.
Yeah, that's an awful one.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be nice if the Sporb wasn't there.
That Sporb has ruined so many attempts.
Like, I just let it grab me initially and power bomb it and just say, get out of here. I'm not dealing with you because I don't know the skip.
Oh, you do that too?
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one then. And there's Light Suit for Xeno. Alrighty. And Miguel has stepped into the Sky Temple grounds. We're going to make our way to the temple itself. And Xeno's taking a peek at abandoned worksite, finding that handy dandy ETM. But I'd say if it's very possible Miguel could pull off a sub 2 hour.
Oh, yes, for sure. I gotta imagine he's got the capabilities with all these years of speedrunning are going to help pay off with these final bosses.
Oh, with how much Miguel's broken this game already. I mean, probably got these fights down pat by memory. And thankfully, each phase does have its little quick kill methods per se to them. So, we got four bosses to go after. The 3 phases of Emperor Ring, and then Dark Samus herself. Now, Emperor Ring 1, what are we looking for? Well, take it away, Jeff. What are we looking for on Emperor Ring 1 for a quick kill?
Emperor Ring 1, gonna be using Light Beam to take out those tentacles. Once Emperor Ring's body is revealed, the orb, going to be using super missiles, likely using Scan Visor to cancel the cooldown. Alternate method would be Annihilator, but we don't have that, so yeah, super is going to definitely be our best option. And hopefully, if we don't get hit by the beam, we can do it in 1 round.
We're going to attempt a 1 cycle. Now, as far as Emperor Ring 2 goes, nothing special. We're just going to crawl on the exoskeleton and try to powerbomb as many Inglet tentacles as possible. That's 2.
Actually got a sunburst hit in there.
Oh, you got a sunburst off in there? I didn't even see it. He moves so fast.
Classic frame perfect last frame pause there.
Emperor Ring 2. We're just going to crawl and destroy all these golden spots on the exoskeleton. And Emperor Ring 3 is where the true fun begins. Now, when it comes to 3, we're going to abuse the hitbox left over from developer testing, as there's a small Screw Attack hitbox on the underbelly of Emperor Ring himself. And if we Screw Attack into said hitbox, massive damage is sustained. So we're gonna attempt it right now. Let's see. Oop, and immediately jump, but we still landed the Screw Attack. Look at that, 75% of the health already gone. There goes another 10%. And there we go. The fight's over. But we're not done yet. We still have to escape and fight Dark Samus 3 and 4.
And that's pretty much a guaranteed sub 2 hour then. Unless Miguel somehow uses up every bit of time in this countdown timer.
And on the flip side, Xeno's still moving through Temple. Well, we're moving through Torva's Temple, but we're going through Torva's itself, still doing some cleanup. All right, Dark Samus 3 and 4. What are we doing here?
Yeah, starting off with taking the health of Dark Samus 3 down to, I don't know the exact numbers, but it's about down to the S on the health bar. Keeps it in Dark Samus 3 phase. And then we're going to be using a combination of screw attack and missiles to pretty much keep Dark Samus out of the center. Which, oh, very good. Keeping
That's
that
really
up.
close.
Yeah. And that screw attacking beside it does a chunk of damage, so...
That's time. He's got it. He didn't even finish explaining it, and he already finished the fight.
Quick fight.
GG.
No centers here.
Yep. Well, long story short, we were just trying to stun lock Dark Samus 3 and prevent her from going into the fourth final phase. As every time we fire a missile at Dark Samus, she's forced to raise that little phase-on shield around her. Once that shield lowers, there's a few frame window to input some damage.
Does look on Xeno's side, gonna continue through the upper Torvus loop, which is gonna be very rewarding if they keep following it all the way to Plaza and the screw attack.
Oh,
So
yeah,
let's hope for their sake.
Get that screw attack and start flying through the rest of the game. But with that being said, welcome, Miguel. GG.
Hi.
Hello.
I like that Dark Bystro was exactly the same spot as it was last time.
Yep. I like that you politely asked for a not a cursed seed, and you got the exact opposite. Quite literally one of the worst chains think I've ever seen for Logic.
How come?
How come? you have to ask. You're the one who played it.
I mean, I didn't really feel that awful. But like, I don't know.
Oh, bombs, and almost an hour and a half in is not something that comes up very often.
Where were bombs again? Oh, fucking
Hall of Honor Dead.
Dead. That's right.
Language, please.
My apologies.
Accents happen.
It was Hall of Honor Dead.
Yeah.
I feel like I could have gotten that a little bit earlier. Let's see. Power bombs in Turbo's Lagoon.
Yeah. Yeah, when you found the grav boost, we were thinking it was going to be Dark Beam, and just
Dark
because
Beam. No, Dark Beam
because
was hinted.
Oh yeah.
It was hinted to be 3 rooms, up to 3 rooms away from. Was it Temple Assembly site or was it communication area? I'm not sure.
Must have missed that one in the notes then.
And what else? Was there another thing noteworthy? Oh yeah,
plenty of stuff.
To literally
Yeah,
just
there's a
learn that you can destroy the rubble in that save station with supers.
With supers.
I was so confused.
Did you end up pulling up the data visualizer for that one?
No.
I was really interested if you had to like look and check if that was possible, because you attempted using like charge beam and a few other things, and the supers are
And I'm like,
a really
wait,
weird one.
why didn't anyone tell me about this? I want a refund. Anyway.
A refund. Well, we can't offer you a refund, but we can offer you some kind words and support. How does that work?
Not enough. Try again.
Also,
well, I tried.
Xeno, welcome in. GG's. Way too I mean, besides the slowdown from the emulators kind of causing some issues, you were following that logic chain really well.
It was fixed, and I don't know what's happening now.
Maybe. Wait. So you streamed earlier and it was okay, but now it got all messed up.
Yeah.
Did you stream with Randomania last time?
Yeah.
Then I don't know.
But yeah, that chain was pretty atrocious.
Yeah, we saw your comments in the race time room, and yeah. There was a lot of knowledge that was required in this seed, from knowing that supers break that rubble to knowing that you can power bomb the spinners in Hall of Honor Dead for bombs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go there earlier if I could make the wall boost, but I guess it's harder in the light world than in the dark world.
I guess so. Yeah, us comms and chat found it quite funny that you got hints before bombs. It was it was an interesting one. Xeno, by the way, you were once you got hints, you were on the right track. You picked up the light suit, and right in front of you. Well, I guess, are you gonna play the rest of the seed, or you're happy with spoilers at this point?
I'm probably done.
Yeah. Screw attack is right in front of you in Torvis Plaza.
Nice.
So you were on the right track. You're following logic. Like, I mean, for how crazy this back and forth, like the amount of backtracking that was required, both of you did a really good job of following where the seed was kind of telling you to go. It was rather complex. We enjoyed it. We had good fun guessing where things were, and every time the next progression wasn't bombs, it was just like, hoo boy. Especially when Sank Entrance showed up, and it was Seekers, and it's like, oh, it's not over yet.
Yep.
Annoying.
Yeah, what was with this worse? This or playing through
Definitely
the last seed, having vanilla spider ball?
Definitely a last one.
Yeah, the last one. If those keys weren't what they were, and were worse, I probably would have said this one because of how late bombs were.
Yeah. So what was the logic chain? I forgot already.
What I remember is supers into gravity boost.
Supers,
Gravity,
then gravity boost, then
power
power
bombs.
bombs, then
It was
spider ball.
Yeah, and dark beam, I think, in
Dynamo.
Dynamo. Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, dark beam dynamo. Ugh.
Yeah. And then it was the suit in storage D, grapple beam in Warrior's Walk for boost, in Path of Roots for Seekers, in Sank Entrance for bombs, in Hall of Honor Dead.
That's the most convoluted path ever. Going to every single location.
Yep.
Gross. Who generated this?
And that was a
TGC.
TGC classic, yeah.
Can you remind me where Spider was?
It was in the Amber Gate in Mining Station A.
Sand Cache.
That room. What else? Oh, did we saw where Annihilator Beam was? Wasn't paying attention.
No, I didn't catch a look at it.
Yeah, I didn't catch it.
Not that we needed it. Also, we found Echo Visor too, but never used it.
Yeah, I was thinking with Echo being blocked by grapple that maybe like we would have saw an Annihilator and then like Profane Path or something like that pop up, but nope.
But then
But Annihilator and Profane Path would be blocked by itself.
No, I meant like find Annihilator and then bombs be behind Profane Path kind of thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, sorry,
Nah.
worded that poorly.
That would have been horrible.
It was a horrid chain altogether.
Anyway, I must sign off. GG on the race.
GG.
So, Alright, and with that, sorry, I have to be off.
No worries. See you later.
Alright, GG.
Yeah, good game.
Do you know any final comments from you?
Once you get those bombs, if you do the right thing and go to Torvis, you're basically go mode at that point.
Yeah, you were right there. There'd just been some easy key cleanup afterwards, since they were all, yeah, basically free after that point.
Yeah.
Okay, Marion, anything from yourself?
Oh no, I've got everything's all covered. I've just got some closing statements here, and we're all good to go.
Sure. I will hand it off to you then. As a reminder, we have another race ongoing on SpeedGaming 4. So if you'd like to check that out, move over there. And off to you, Marion. Close us out.
All right. Well, with that, thank you everyone for joining us again. And we over the last few years, we've been slowly growing this community more and more. And these tournaments and events wouldn't be possible without all of your support and care over the last few years. So thank you again. If anyone's looking to join our lovely community, by all means, everyone's welcome to join us. We accept anyone and everyone, new and old, young and inexperienced to the old, and who knows, everyone can learn something new these days. Heck, even I'm still learning super missiles on rubble, for the love of everything.
Nice save.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. With that being said, as far as the rest of today goes, we have one final race, Arrow Razor versus Cat Human over on SpeedGaming 4. You can find the link down below. If you'd like to follow any of the runners today, you can find their information posted right above. We should have a community link somewhere. I can't recall what bot command that is.
MP2.
All right, works for me. But as far as that goes, once Lenofis and Steve are done at SpeedGaming 4, that'll be everything for tonight. But you can stay tuned for tomorrow. Saturday will be fully packed. 4 races all planned. 1 at 3, 4, 8. Nope, we have 2 at 8 o'clock Eastern. We're going to have to double check, make sure we got the schedule right on that. But tomorrow's bound to be race packed. So with that being said, we'll see everyone in the